Hi, it's Earth Day, and it's also the time of the pandemic. So everybody's been making masks, and at Materials for the Arts, one of the things we really like to do is to create things with unusual materials. So I know there's lots of masks out there that there are sewing tutorials, but today I'm going to show you how to make a mask with hot glue. So no sewing required. So let's start with, you're going to take a piece of cardboard, if you can, to measure out a 9 by 6 rectangle. Okay, so you're going to be cutting 3 pieces of fabric, but 2 of the 9 by 6s. And this is because this is going to be the inner lining of your mask, and it will have an opening in case you want to slip in a coffee filter or some other kind of filtering system to give you even more protection. So you are going to, after you cut your 2 pieces of fabric that are 9 by 6, you can take a measuring tape and mark at the 3, at the center of that. Just make a little mark. I happen to have, this is dark fabric, I have a piece of white chalk, and you'll make a mark on either side at the 3-inch point, and you're going to take a hot glue gun and have a couple of extra sticks of glue with you. And what you're going to do is just, for about 2 inches on either side, you will just make a strip of, put some glue in on either side, and just about like 2.5 inches. I'm eyeballing this, but you know, if you've never done it before, you may want to make sure that you're using measurements. I like to iron over it just to make sure that the glue is really tight. And then what we're going to do, and I'll show you this, we're going to take this. I have another one that I've sort of done Rachel Ray style. So I've made the glue on either side, looks like that, and then I'm going to fold back one side and then take the other side and fold it forward. So what you have now is a double layer, and it's got an opening. And what you're going to do now is you're going to take another piece of fabric, which I've pre-cut. This piece of fabric is the outside of your mask, and this fabric is going to be larger. It's going to be 8 by 12. So what you'll do is you'll take your piece that has the opening in it, and you'll lay it in the center. And now what you're going to do is you're going to hot glue, this is a little uneven here, but that will get covered over. You're going to hot glue the long edges first. So just take your hot glue gun and you'll put glue along the top and you'll fold it in and press it down. Again, you can use your iron if you like. I love ironing. And now you'll do the same thing on the other side. Seems to need a little, the small glue guns really need to be reinforced with more glue very, very often. So just make sure you have that enough sticks with you, and then fold that in. So now you've got both sides folded. And then what you're going to do is, because this, you're going to turn this in and you're going to create a channel, and that's where you're going to put your string. So if you'd like, you can cut a little bit off of the fabric, so just to make sure that it's not so thick when you fold it over. It's not necessary. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hot glue at the very, very tip. Okay, you're not going to, because you want to create a channel and you want to make sure that there's room in there for your string or your shoelace. We're going to use a shoelace. And you just fold that down and you're going to iron that. And now we're going to do it on the other side. Again, we're going to snip off a little bit of fabric. And we're going to glue at the edge. And now you've got your mask. Okay? And if you look at this side, this is where you have your opening. So this is where you could put in an extra filter. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take I'm using a shoelace, started to string it. You start at the top. In this case, this fabric doesn't have a top or a bottom, and you push it down into this channel that you've created. So what I did was I went down, and then, let me show you, sorry. I went down, and then you give a nice amount of string, and then you go back up. So this is what you wind up having. And the last thing I did before we try it on is that because this is the bottom where it's going to be by your neck, you want to bring it in just a little bit so that it's not so open. So you just fold the mask in half. So you're just going to fold it right in half. This is the one that doesn't have the string in it yet. And you're going to just put a little dot of hot glue in the center, press it down with your fingers, and then it will hold. And then after you've done your stringing, here's what you're going to do, taking my glasses off. You're going to put this with the outside close to you, string it around your neck. You're going to put it up around your face, pull it tight, tie it behind your head. Shoelaces are really good for this because they're long enough and they're forgiving. And there you have it. So there's your mask. It tightens on the side because the shoelace pulls through. It's tight around the neck. It could be a little tighter, but you know, it's going to do as good as it can do. I would suggest, I'm going to take it off now so you can hear me. I'm not sure about washing it. I would wash it by hand. I wouldn't put it in the washing machine. I wouldn't use hot water. I'd use cool water. And also in between use, you can just iron the inside and iron the outside because I understand that the heat will kill virus. So happy Earth Day. Here's our project, mask with hot glue. Bye.